Tell us about a pretty cool clinic he's got coming up. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Sully. How are you?
Hey, pretty good, man. Thanks for taking a few minutes. Tell us about this clinic you got coming up, Cutting Edge Basketball Performance Clinic, May 7th at the high school. I guess it's for players and coaches?
Yeah, this clinic is for boys and girls, players and coaches. It's an outstanding opportunity for both players and coaches who are looking to take that jump, next season to be a really top performer. All right, to get an edge on their game. Dynamic flexibility, reaction and quickness, agility and footwork, core strengthening exercises, all the little things that a progressing, growing basketball athlete needs to take that next step.
Hey, there is no off season in basketball, right?
No, absolutely not. Alan Stein, is a basketball performance coach who's from DeMatha High School down in Washington, D.C. He works for Pure Sweat Basketball with Drew Halen, and they work with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul, and some of the top names across the nation. They travel the nation doing clinics in all areas, and we're super excited to get them here to South Jersey and, in the Shore Conference in South Jersey basketball, and the opportunity for all athletes to be exposed to this kind of training is, something I'm really proud to be able to help bring to the area.
Is this the first time you've gotten Alan Stein to come up, or is this a yearly thing?
No, this is the first time I've gotten Alan Stein to come up, and for me, this is kind of the culmination of a couple off seasons of working really hard to bring the best information, the best knowledge, the best product, back here to Southern boys basketball to expose our guys to the top training that's out there. After the 2014 season, I kind of went to work, and I really was looking for an identity for our offense. And I was watching the San Antonio Spurs and the Miami Heat, that series, and researching San Antonio's offense, and I came across the read and react offense and a coach named Rick Torbett. And I spent some time with him at Adelphi University up on Long Island in August of 2014 with Heather Jacobs and her staff, and she recently just moved on to Wagner, got the head coaching position there. But they opened my eyes to kind of this basketball community and these companies that not only are they, phenomenal on the basketball side, but they're great for coaches, and they're great for, the attitude, and the why behind your playing basketball and how it's going to translate to making you a really great person, after you're done playing. So I get in touch with Rick Torbett and Better Basketball, and their company kind of opens my eyes to PGC basketball. And in the off season of 2015, I get to travel to Colorado, to clinic and spend some time learning from PGC basketball out there. I took a trip to Las Vegas to coaching U Live clinic, which is run by Kevin Eastman, who's in the front office of the LA Clippers, and Brennan Sir, who was on the staff for the U.S. Olympic team, the Dream Team, and the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boys. He's currently on LSU's men's basketball staff, and got to coach Ben Simmons this past year. So the ability to see NBA head coaches Quinn Snyder speak and learn from some of the best in the nation and bring that back and make these connections, has kind of brought us to this off season where I'm trying to keep Southern boys basketball at the top of South Jersey, compete with the Gene Allens of Atlantic City and the classes and the athletes that St. Augustine Prep brings through, and the talent that Cherokee, a top program in South Jersey, brings through. So I asked myself and my staff, how can we continue to compete, and how can we continue to make South Jersey basketball something to be really proud of? And to me, it's to bring the best here to South Jersey to expose our athletes and our coaches to that type of training. So that's what we're looking forward to on May 7th here at Southern.
And we're talking with Eric Fierro, Southern boys basketball coach. Coach, what's your pitch to area high school coaches to come to this clinic? What can they learn? What's the advantage of them taking a few hours out of their schedule to get up there and experience what you guys have going on?
Alan is a guy who his entire life is based upon performance basketball training. So he has gone through, before this previous season, 2015, we implemented the Stronger Team Allen strength and conditioning program for our basketball team here at Southern. So he's the trial and error that he's gone through, training wise, and his ability to train from the basketball floor backwards, as opposed to where some strength and conditioning coaches might not be, really have that basketball mindset. Everything that he's doing conditioning-wise, strength-wise, agility-wise, is basketball-specific. So it's really going to be able to translate. And athletes that are growing into their bodies are going to be able to now have these fundamental movements set. So as they're ready to take that next step, they're not going to have to take steps back and make corrections. They're going to be moving correctly, and be ready to make the plays they need to make when their body grows into it. Coaching wise, to me, to be around Alan and to be able to get and to see him implement his drills firsthand, to see the way he coaches, to see his motivation level, his energy level, is an opportunity that we couldn't pass up as far as bringing him around.
As far as players go, is this kind of stuff things that are completely new to these guys and girls, or do they have any kind of base to work from, or is this kind of a real eye-opening thing for them?
I'm hoping that it's a little bit of mix for our guys at Southern Regional. We've been, like I said, we've been training, with some Allen's techniques and some Allen's drills in our past couple off seasons. But some teams and some players, might be something that's brand new. So it's really innovative training. Again, everything is from the basketball court backwards, and the way Allen presents it, is tremendous. And it's going to be an awesome afternoon.
How much did you learn from Alan the first time you worked with him? Obviously you're a guy who's been a basketball junkie your whole life, but even sometimes when you have all that experience as a player and a coach, a guy like this can come along and you might be like, wow, I never knew that. Was there a lot of things where you sit and heard him talk and was like, man, this guy knows what he's talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the one thing that I've gotten over the last couple of years is that kind of point where you realize that you don't know it all, you're never going to know it all, is an important point. So being around these great basketball minds and going to these clinics and being up at the NJ Coaches Clinic a couple Fridays ago and being able to hear Kyle Parrish speak and Larry Brown speak again, and Frank Martin from South Carolina and Bill Self from Kansas, and those guys are listening and taking notes just as much as the high school coaches during the other speakers. And they're listening to your experiences as a high school coach and learning from the conversations that they have in the hallways or in the bathrooms or on the way out to the car. And so it never stops. And absolutely, I learn from Alan. I'm constantly, on YouTube, or social media is an amazing tool that we've spoken about as far as connecting with guys like this, and always trying to keep what we're doing in our off-season program, in our summer program, in our in-season program, really fresh for our athletes. So maybe it's the same skill that we're addressing, but it's a unique, fun drill, that's based on a competition or a game, and those are the things that you can, those different strategies and techniques to keep our athletes' attention is what you can really pull from trainers like this.
Talking with head coach Eric Fierro, Southern Regional Basketball, Cutting Edge Basketball Performance Clinic coming up May 7th at the high school. Coach, how much time have you allotted after this clinic to kind of hang out with your assistant coaches and just talk basketball? I'm sure you might have to carve out about 2-3 hours after this clinic.
Right, definitely. It's great. There's an hour after the clinic that Alan spends with just the coaches and with a Q&A, answering any questions that they may have. To really get them set, feeling really good about the things that they're going to pick up at the clinic. And our coaches, my staff is constantly hearing from me. I don't know if there's a couple days that goes by that they don't get a group text or an email, sharing something that I've read or a video I've watched. There's a TGC basketball clinic in Atlantic City next weekend at Bally's, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that we'll be attending. We're always, looking for times to get together. We're really, really good friends, our staff. So, it's not too difficult to spend time together, and our coaches are hard workers. Coach Pampalone is the head boys lacrosse coach. Coach Schneider is an assistant. Coach Tater, another one. My assistant is coaching lacrosse. I'm coaching boys track and field right now. Coach Nagy's a first-year teacher. My other freshman coach. So we're going full time, but we always have time for basketball. Same thing with our athletes. Majority of our athletes are involved in spring sports. Southern Spring Sports are having an outstanding season so far. So as they focus on having a great spring season, part of our mind, they're always hearing from me. They're always getting a message from me, reminding them, that basketball season is right around the corner, and that, if everybody's doing a little bit, that unrequired work that we hope separates us at Southern Athletics, we're going to be right where we want to be starting out next season.
Your players probably block you on Twitter, right? Geez, if I follow Coach on Twitter, he's gonna fill up my message
get
box.
Away from me, We got Snapchat, we got Twitter, we have Facebook, we have wherever. Hopefully, wherever they turn, there's going to be something reminding them, of what we're about and what they stand for as far as Southern boys basketball is concerned.
Coach, got about a minute left. Give us the nuts and bolts on this clinic. Times, ways people can contact you, and how people can get involved with this.
The easiest way to sign up is at southernboysbasketball.com or puresweatbasketball.com. Our information is out there on Facebook, Twitter, at SRBoysBball, and our Facebook page is Southern Boys Basketball. But again, it's southernboysbasketball.com is the easiest way to sign up. It's 2 weeks from today, Saturday, May 7th at Southern Regional High School. The athlete portion runs from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., and then there's an hour-long Q&A for the coaches after, and it's led by Alan Stein, who's an incredible, basketball performance coach who's worked with everybody from the NBA down. He's run these clinics nationwide, and we're really excited to bring them to South Jersey.
Good stuff, Coach. Appreciate you taking a few minutes. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Sully, hope to see you at Callaway soon.
You got it, man. Thanks, bud. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Eric Fierro, Southern Regional boys basketball coach. Real cool clinic coming up May 7th, 3 p.m. at Southern Regional High School. Give him an email, southernboysbasketball@gmail.com. You can also check out the website, southernboysbasketball.com, if you want to get involved with that. Alan Stein coming up, great performance coach, does nationwide clinics. So definitely something cool to check out if you're a basketball coach or player in South Jersey.